Hey everybody, Dr. Joan Ifland here. We are on part 2 of our 4-part series. Today we're going to get really down into the nitty-gritty of what to do during withdrawal. So we had a preparation video in our part 1, which you can imagine we did on Monday. We did patterns of withdrawal and what to expect. Today, which we're calling Tuesday, we're going to get into very, very specific tips on how to reduce that distress. Wednesday, we're going to be talking about cravings, and Thursday, for some people, it will be the final day, and we're going to tell you how to hang on. So the 4 tips specific: the art of the hot bath or shower, the best soothing YouTube, your withdrawal meals, and your best affirmations. Affirmations are amazingly helpful. Don't forget to contact your health professional. You could have flu-like symptoms and you've just got to get those checked out. So the hot bath or shower is an art. We've talked so much about why it's important. It sweats out toxins, it relaxes muscles. How to prepare. So you want to drink a lot of water. The last thing you want during withdrawal is to be dehydrated, because dehydration has its own symptoms. So just keep up with your water. The temperature of the bath, I'm going to tell you what I do personally, which is I run all hot water for the first, 5 inches. And then I start adding cool water until I can get into the tub. I get into the tub, I get acclimated, and then I start adding hot water again until it's uncomfortable. I want to get my body as hot as possible. Don't forget to check this out with your health professional before you do it. There are some health conditions that can be made much worse by getting too hot. So get permission from your health professional first. The lighting in the bathroom should be dim, no screens. Just let your eyes relax too. Tension in the eyes can contribute to the overall distress of withdrawal. And sounds are very important. So you're getting this incredibly calming, relaxing experience. Pile on the calming. Get your soothing music out or listen to a soothing book. Just something that's very soothing. Add sound to it. You're compounding now the calmness. And then, as we went over yesterday, when you get out, you've already got your heavy bathrobe there, maybe a winter coat. You put that bathrobe on, the winter coat, you've got a little towel to wipe off the sweat, or you can get into bed and pull the covers up and just make this an unbelievably cleansing experience after you've checked with your health professional. Do this periodically through the withdrawal. Do it before you take your last bite of addictive processed foods. Do it again 12 hours later. But here's what you don't do. Don't wait. So don't wait until the end of day 1 to do this sweat. The timing is right at the beginning. Get your muscles relaxed. Get a lot of fluids moving through your bodies. You will be amazed at how much better you feel. The best soothing YouTube, again, this is my personal choice. And the name of this recording is Angelic Sleep Music. Very specific, angelic sleep music. There are other recordings of angelic music, this, that, and the other thing. But the one I really like is Angelic Sleep Music. It's just 3 tones, and they are calming tones. And I turn that on and I focus on it. I wait for the next change of tone. And it just takes all the swirling thoughts and all the distress out of my head and brings in this very calming, it's music. It's beautiful. The other recording that I really like a lot is from audible.com. I think it's the only place you can get it. It's $9.99. It's a recording called You Are the Placebo by Joe Dispenza. Joe Dispenza was a remarkable doctor. He was in a bike accident and crushed a couple of vertebrae, but through meditation, he was able to get those vertebrae to repair. He's very on to images that allow people's own healing properties to be activated. You might think it's kind of a strange recording, but you can listen to a sample at audible.com before you buy it. Just go to Audible, set up your account. If you have an Amazon account, tie it into your Audible account, use the same login and passwords. Search for You Are the Placebo, and then you'll see underneath the cover a little button where you can press to listen to a sample. Another book I really like is How to Meditate by Jyotish Novak. He's got a very, very soothing voice. It's like a 5-hour book. So if I happen to fall asleep while it's playing, it's nice because if withdrawal pain wakes me up during the night, the book is right there and I'm instantly soothed. So instead of going into upset about having a headache in the middle of the night, I just immediately plug into listening to the book, and it's very calming. Get your favorite faith leader if you have a faith organization. That's another good place to go, or a recording of a faith event. Just one more comment here. I wouldn't go for like real rock and roll music. I wouldn't go for dramatic classical music. Be very careful in terms of what you pick out for this, your best soothing YouTube. Now, withdrawal meals. Make these before you start withdrawal, and you just will relax and say, okay, I know I've got really good stuff to eat. I personally, right now, I'm allergic to eggs. I've eaten too many over too many years, and I've given myself an egg allergy. But what I used to do was I would make a pot of gluten-free oatmeal, make sure it's gluten-free, because gluten is an addictive substance, and we want to get off that. And right as the oatmeal is finishing cooking, just drop in a couple of eggs. You start out with half a cup of gluten-free oatmeal in maybe a cup and a half of water. You let that cook, and when it's almost done, drop in the eggs and mix them in, and the eggs will cook instantly. The oatmeal will be very thick. You might need to add some more water, but that's very soothing. Homemade applesauce. Now, normally we don't encourage cooking fruit. I'm going to make a big exception this time. Just slice up some apples, put them in a little bit of water, cover them, and let them soften. They could look really good. If your stomach is not quite right, but you know you need to eat something, because low blood, just being hungry is distressing, and yet your stomach hurts. So eat something that's very, very easy to digest. Your favorite breakfast bars, you're going to find those recipes at foodaddictionresources.com. Just scroll down to the breakfast variations, avoid the ones that are made from ground meat, and go for the ones that are made with eggs. And put your favorite fruit in there. And it just, when you come to that point where you're ready to eat them, you're going to say, oh, somebody who really cares about me made my favorite breakfast bars. And it'll just make you feel good. That person is you. You are the person who can take the best care of yourself. And then also overcooked vegetables. If you like particular vegetables, cook them until they're really, really soft. And that will help too. Now, here's one thing I don't want you to do. I don't want you to worry about the details of the food plan at this time. Please don't. This is not the time to be worried about, oh, I'm not supposed to eat eggs at lunch, or, I've overeaten that, or I'm supposed to eat this amount. No. You're just eating enough to keep yourself from being hungry, and you're not worrying about anything else. This is just to get through these 4 to 8 days of withdrawal. Best affirmations. My favorite all-time affirmation is I am okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I am okay. I'm okay. That just kind of whoosh brings me back to earth. It gets me out of my head. It reminds me this is a short process and I'm going to feel so great afterwards. It reminds me I'm tough and that I can get through things. And I've got all this great training on how to minimize the distress. My other favorite affirmations are my muscles are relaxed. You can feel those muscles bunching up, you can feel the pain. But if you start saying this out loud or even to yourself, my muscles are relaxed, I know it's not true, but your brain is so open to suggestion that your brain will say, oh, muscles are relaxed. Oh, let's check. Oh, no, they're not relaxed. All right, let's make them relaxed. So it's really cool. It's a funny affirmation to use at this time, but I highly recommend it. My current absolute favorite affirmation is I stop pain really well. And this will bring on that opiate release that I've talked about in earlier sessions. I stop pain really well. Just in a very confident tone of voice, I stop pain really well. And wait for those opiate neurotransmitters to start to flood your brain. You will be shocked at how much better you feel. Now, one thing I would say is practice this a lot before you start into withdrawal. Train those opiate neurotransmitters to get ready. The other one I really like is I am really good at the light meditation. The light meditation, that's the one where you're imagining light coming out of the painful spot. I am really good at that meditation. I can imagine light coming out of that spot really easily. So it's like a self-pep talk, but what you say about yourself and your abilities comes true. These are great affirmations to use for that. So today we went over 4 tips for withdrawal: the art of the hot bath or shower, finding the best soothing YouTube, getting your withdrawal meals organized, and practice your best affirmations. Don't forget to contact your health professional and check out your symptoms. So you guys know I am the head of Food Addiction Reset, LLC. We provide support services all over the world. Everything we do is online. The best support on the planet, in my opinion, is the Addiction Reset Community, which we call the ARC, the ARC. And you can learn more and join at foodaddictionreset.com. We are offering training to our ARC members to become ARC managers. It's a great part-time job. And you can email us about anything at foodaddictionreset@gmail.com. And you can find us on Facebook at Food Addiction Education. So I will see you out there.